Mrs. Dave.
I feel like I've known Colleen for most of my life, but she's really has been my mentor since high school, bringing me to events, making me, get involved with the community. So,
Well, you two made me feel old last night. I must tell you this, Meghan, because
so?
first thing you says, Colleen went to school with my mom.
Oh gosh.
And I know how old she is. She's pretty young. So that tells you how old I am. But it's been an exciting weekend, hasn't it?
It has, honestly.
Look at, you said, how many countries have you visited?
Oh man, 11 countries as of yet.
My God, my God! You could be a guide for the Rose of Tralee.
That'd be awesome.
Tell us something. Tell our listeners a bit about yourself, your travels. You've grown up here in Cleveland, and of course, I hasten to mention that you have a famous father. And when I met him last night, Brian Adams, I thought, oh my God, Brian Adams. I know who he is, but he's a medical doctor.
Yes,
right?
yes. Not
and
the famous singer,
does he
but
play the
famous
guitar?
in some way. Oh, no, he does not.
Or does he sing?
No, but you can get him on here and
Really?
try and make him sing.
Yeah, right. Well, you did a nice job last night.
Thank you.
Why did you pick Danny Boy to sing?
Actually, I sang it for my grandfather's funeral, and so it was an important song to my family, and I actually didn't tell most of them, so I wanted to kind of surprise them last night.
You know what I loved you said last night? I think they asked you if you were going to stay in Chicago or come back to Cleveland, and there's so many people that go to Chicago, Meghan. My son Patrick went to Chicago 13 years ago, 15 years ago, and he says, Dad, I'm coming home in 2 years. Yeah, he came home for a visit, but he hasn't been. He seems to have been converted to.
I actually met him.
Oh, yeah, but I thought it was nice the way you framed that answer. How important your family was to you, and you have brothers and sisters still in school. I think that's just wonderful. The family cohesion, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So keep it up. I hope
Thank
you never lose that. I'd like to tell your mom and dad and the whole family are very proud of you.
Yes, there was 18 of them there last night, so I had a whole party behind me.
Oh, it was great. There was a loud cheer when the name Meghan Adams was announced. Are you getting ready to
Well, I just wanted to get in there because not only are the Adams family and her grandparents were there last night, and the amazing father, but her mother, Eileen Tivenin, and the Tivenins are going to take Tralee going on. So her aunts were there, and I just would love for you to talk a little bit about then that side. And I met Eileen again, I think the first day of high school or week, and we had Irish things in common. And also, she is a wonderful, fun, great person in spirit. So when Meghan, meeting her all these years later at school, just outstanding young lady from everything she's done in the leadership roles, from her spiritual campus ministry programs, and she's an athlete. She played basketball, and she was a cheerleader and class president and all those things. But then she went on to Chicago. So, and those great things she did in Chicago, and then her semester at sea. So we'll talk a little bit about that, because the quality of what these roses, and just as Maggie said.
So I decided to go on semester at sea. That's the program that's called. And I traveled to about 11 countries. 10 were on the trip, and then I traveled to Ireland for 24 hours before I came home. So I added that little country in there. I just experienced a lot. It was the most amazing experience, honestly, ever. I learned a lot about myself, about the world, about just everything, honestly.
Didn't you, with some children, teach them something
Yeah.
Irish? Where were you? What country was that?
I was in Myanmar, and so there was a language barrier in majority of the places that we went to. And I was actually at a school that Semester at Sea funds, so we got to go and visit all the kids. And since there was that language barrier, there wasn't really much to talk about. We just played hand games and stuff. And I thought, oh my God, I need to teach them Irish dancing. So I've Irish danced for a really long time for Tessie Burke. So I actually taught them Irish dancing. It was a lot of fun. I got it on video and pictures and stuff. And just the little girls and little boys were so excited to learn something that they hadn't before. So it was pretty awesome.
Talk to me about your sports expertise. What do you play?
I have played basketball for a very long time, and I cheered in high school.
How tall are you?
I am 6 foot.
No
Sometimes
wonder I
say
look so
5'12",
small
but
in that picture. I am carrying a milk crate with me if I have a picture taken with you. You and Bridget, the two of you.
yes, yes.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so glad to have her. She's like, I'm so glad to have a tall Rose with me. So we'll be able to balance out pictures now.
So you play basketball, huh?
I do. I play club basketball at Loyola University Chicago, where I go
Do
to school.
you ever play softball or anything?
No, I mean I played when I was little, but I wasn't very good at it.
Yeah. How about golf?
No.
Can you imagine if you played golf, how good you'd be?
Oh,
I
would
keep telling Bridget, yeah, you're tall. Can you imagine
Does that help?
So look at when you when they announce your name in Tralee, you would, how are you going to react? Do you think? What are you going to say if they do?
Oh,
When they say
Wow, that is
they say
fancy.
Meghan Adams, or they say Ohio Meghan Adams,
Oh my God.
what are you going to do?
Well, honestly, that is a crazy question because I am not that far. I am just still
Oh,
still
you're
coping
right.
with what happened last night. So honestly, if that happens,
They're all going with you, right?
yes, my 18 relatives that were there last
Is
night are all
18
my
of them going with you?
and more because my siblings weren't there last night. So there will be a lot of
God,
people.
the Irish Tourist Board ought to send you along.
Yeah, there'll be a lot. There'll be a lot.
Hey, we're going to talk some more. I just have to put on little bits of music.
Hello,
Eileen,
Gerry.
you went to school with Colleen.
I did. We graduated the same year.
Did you ever get a chance to say a word?
There's not many people that can out-talk me, but Colleen, she did
She
well.
does well. She did well. Well, that's why I love her so much. She's the greatest. She talks to me. She doesn't talk about me too much, but God, she says things to me sometimes that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holy Name knew better than to put us in too many classes together.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. So listen, I'm sure you can hardly describe to me how you feel about your little girl.
Oh, it was so emotional. I even woke up this morning so emotional.
Oh God, I can imagine. You know, when you guys were growing up, you and Colleen, did they have the Rose of Tralee then, or was it? Were you in it? You were.
I wasn't.
Wait a minute, you were in it.
I wasn't.
Oh, my microphone fell out.
You got a little excited there.
Meghan, would you go out there and grab the engineer and tell him that I got so excited, I pulled him.
Katie Robinson, she was Katie Knighter back then. She, her and I, we had our sisters get us involved in it, and it was a great experience even back then.
Well, you just better keep talking.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get this on
So,
film
Eileen-
is what I gotta do.
So Eileen, just a little bit from the Rose from that day, and again, Maureen Gannon Hennessy I know is listening as well, and Maureen was a 1981 Rose, Holy Name graduate as well. But just your participation. But Eileen, you and your family and your husband Brian's here, and Dr. Brian Adams. But keeping in the Irish tradition, why with your family wasn't important? I know Meghan, being your oldest, was an Irish dance for a while, but teaching that onto your family to talk a little bit about the Tivenins and all of that.
Well, I have to say, growing up, I knew nothing but, Irish. We always had a march in the parade with the West Side Irish American Club, and our parents just found it very important to never let us forget, where they came from. So we, as their children, my dad was James Tivinin, and he came from Ireland.
He's from Ackland, wasn't he?
No, he was from Boyle, Roscommon.
Oh, boy.
And my mom was from Ballintubber, County Mayo. So they both brought so much over that we had really no other choice but to pass it on to our children. And they've enjoyed it. All of their cousins and all of the nieces and nephews, they're very close because they bonded through Irish dancing and all the feshes and traveling together. That's why there were so many people there last night. It's a real tight community, and Tiverton, Hennigan, Adams, connections.
Mm-hmm. Could I say hello to that famous husband of yours?
Yes.
Brian, do you ever feel you get lost in this huge Irish family? What the Adams be? What nationality would it be?
Well, it is Irish. So my great grandmother came over from Donegal. She
See,
was
a
actually a
foreigner
stowaway.
right away. So I bet you were told that by all these Mayo people. I think you're a foreigner.
Yeah, yeah, but no. So growing up, I mean, I was Irish, but when I married Eileen, I really became Irish.
Indoctrination began then, for sure.
Yes, it did. Going to dances with her and her family, and just amazing. And so I just enjoyed it. And my father, one of his biggest things was to actually go over to Ireland as a bucket list type of thing. So my brothers and I ended up taking him, and just an enjoyable trip, and something that we'll always remember.
Where did you go to medical school?
Went to the Ohio State University.
The Ohio State, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And you practice here in the Cleveland area.
I actually practiced down in Ravenna, so just a little bit east of Kent State University, that area, and I practice in the ER there. So
Any of the kids interested in medicine?
absolutely not.
Hey, Margaret.
Oh yeah, maybe my youngest. That might be my last hope.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mary Margaret.
Yeah, Mary Margaret.
Mary
That's my
Margaret.
youngest.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, Meghan being the world traveler that she is, I don't know how she could settle down to be a doctor anyway, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
Yes.
well, you must be awfully proud of her last night. I was watching you guys last night when it was announced, and oh my God, you almost lifted the table off the floor.
We were pretty excited. Yes, she's a special person, and just as beautiful on the inside.
Yeah,
so,
you must be very proud of her.
Very.
So what's the big plans now for Tralee? You're all heading over there.
Everybody's heading over, so I'm gonna have to work a few extra shifts.
I
To fund
think you
it.
will. You'll be volunteering at the Oh my God, it's about over 20, huh?
Absolutely, and then there's a whole bunch of relatives from the Hennigan side and the Tiverton side still over there, so there's people coming from all over. So
Well, thanks, Brian, and thank you, Brian and Eileen, for giving us the wonderful daughter that, to have her here in Cleveland, and she's going to be a wonderful representative, not just for Ohio, but for all the Irish, all the Irish and Irish Americans.
Definitely. I just wanted to say, I mean, a great rose starts with great parents, and also all the young ladies talked about their grandparents last night too.
Yeah.
And so much of that, and from the grandparents that came over from Ireland, that's what created all of these. So again, just great parents, and to all the roses. A great gentleman called in, Tom Clear, a listener from North Ridgeville, and he
The
wanted
man to Meghan, so a little bit more. She's our celebrity now. She's going to be representing Ohio in Tralee. Meghan, we're all excited. We're all excited, and we're going to be really pulling for you in Tralee and watching. The nice thing about technology today, we can watch this thing, right?
Yeah.
I bet you your feet are hardly on the ground.
I know. I still haven't really come to terms with what happened last night. It's been such an amazing experience. So last night when my name was called, I was just ecstatic.
So the preparation, I just said to you there, when you begin getting ready, you said, I'm right
this
now.
morning, yeah. I actually just met with Denise and Ashley this morning just to prep for what's going to happen for the next year. So it'll be happening soon, sooner than I.
Now, you are going to go back to school to Loyola.
Yes. So I'm a senior at Loyola University Chicago. So I will be finishing in May, graduating with a bachelor's degree in statistics with a minor in marketing and information systems. So to go back there and finish my degree, and then I'll be back in middle of May. So.
This might be an ideal situation for you because you haven't actually gone to work yet, so you have the freedom to do this thing, the Rose of Tralee now.
Right.
If you had a job, it could be a little bit.
Well, I'm hoping to get a job.
Well, I mean, not right away. You're not going to take one right away, are you?
Oh, I hope so. I need to
Mother
make
and father.
I'll just have to ask.
They might shut
off
off.
for these,
They
yeah.
might shut off the cash supply.
Oh no, they're always so supportive.
So you get the degree. You're going to look for a job,
Yes.
and then off to Tralee. I think
to Tralee, yeah.
you go. What is it? About the 15th? Is it? 15th of August.
In August, the 13th.
Yeah, but
13th of
13th,
August, and
yes.
you'll be there for what? 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 10 days, somewhere around there.
Oh, you're going to rip it up over there. I can
Oh,
tell.
it's
You're
gonna
going to
be
have a
so
lot of
much
fun. You're
fun,
going to make
yeah.
a lot. You're going to make a lot of new friends.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love your sash. I'm going to take a picture of this. But where's the Quinn Irish Radio WHK 1420 sash?
You know, I've
Now-
worn it for 2 weeks now, but it has been replaced.
Oh, God. And Mike Eileen is okay with it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Him and I are going to be meeting at PJ McIntyre's this week to discuss this. And of course, he'd say to me, he'd say, well, if you take over the responsibility of Tipperary Crystal, you can have your name up there.
Yeah, that would be
There-
a lot
there you
of
go.
money, I feel.
So anyway, we're getting down near the end. Thanks for coming in. And,
Absolutely.
I'm
Thank
so
you for
I'm so
having
delighted
me.
I got to know you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
as
thank you,
well.
Colleen, for making the introduction. And we are the sponsor of this
Yes.
wonderful young woman.
I wouldn't be here without you. So.
Oh, thank you, Meghan. You're going to do fine, and as I said many times last night, you're really going to make us proud. We're proud of you already. We couldn't be any more.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to be that way long into the future. Thanks again, Meghan.
Thank you.
All right.